Yeah. Yeah. We are the gravel saints of this barrio ground, living and praying where nobody comes around to save us or to celebrate or write our names down. The gravel saints are rolling slow through town. Every lowrider carrying the weight of what we know. Every family on this block is part of the show that nobody will televise or put in any book. Gravel saints, take a real close look. They paved over the fields where the families used to farm. They put up the stoplights in the corner, liquor charm. The neon signs replaced the trees they used to stand, but underneath the asphalt the roots still hold the land. We are the people of this particular place who know the names of every family on every face of every house on every block for 17 years back. Who remember when the corner store was something that we had, run by someone's grandfather who gave the kids credit when the check had not come in and the cupboards were already empty. That kind of neighborhood does not appear on any map that satellites can capture or that any app can navigate, because it lives inside the people who were born here, who built their whole existence and who always kept it near the memory of what this block was and what it still can be. The gravel saints, this barrio belongs to you and me. Gravel saints, we carry what was built with every sacrifice and joy and all the guilt of surviving when some didn't, of being here today. Gravel saints, we always find a way through the hardest years, through the leanest times. Gravel saints, in the barrio sunshine. I had a homie once who said this neighborhood was broken, but I looked around and saw a different word unspoken. In the language of the morning and the evening and the noon, the old woman watering the roses in the middle of June. The kids on bikes who weave between the parked cars on the street. The smell of someone's grandmother's cooking in the heat. The Saturday afternoon when everyone comes out and the block is full of music and nobody has doubt that this is worth defending, worth protecting, worth the love that pours out of the barrio like something from above. We are not broken, we are bending in the wind, and bending is the art of those who know how to begin again from every hard place, every season, every year. The gravel saints who find their way through every fear without complaint, who find the beauty in the grit. The gravel saints of this barrio who never quit. We are the gravel saints of this barrio ground, living and praying when nobody comes around to save us or to celebrate or write our names down. The gravel saints are rolling slow through time. Every lowrider carrying the weight of what we know. Every family on this block is part of the show that nobody will televise or put in any book. Gravel saint, take a real close look. My father was a gravel saint who never knew the name, but spent his life in service to this block just the same. He fixed the neighbors' cars on weekends without pay. He drove the elderly to mass on every Sunday. He gave the graduation money he could not afford, because the gift of seeing people rise was the reward he sought, not recognition or the thanks or the applause. The gravel saints do not observe that kind of laws. They live by something older, something built into the bone by grandparents who came here and made this place a home. Out of nothing but their work and their belief that the barrio was sacred and could offer some relief from everything the world outside would handle us instead. The gravel saints rise every morning out of bed and make the barrio holy by the living of their days. Gravel saints in their own quiet ways. Gravel saints, we carry what was built with every sacrifice and joy and all the guilt of surviving when some didn't, of being here today. Gravel saints, we always find a way through the hardest years, through the leanest times. Gravel saints in the barrio sunshine. Gravel saints, this is where we live. Gravel saints, everything we give back to this ground, back to this block. Gravel saints, nothing can stop. Some nights I drive past where we used to park, at the end of the boulevard, under the stars. And I sit there for a while, with the engine running low, missing everything about you. everything I know. Yeah, I remember every Tuesday that we drove out to the coast just to watch the sunset because you loved it most. When the sky turned pink and orange over the Pacific, and you said the word beautiful in Spanish, it was specific. The way your voice would catch when something moved you deeply, the way you held my hand and fell asleep so easily in the passenger seat on the way back home. And now every drive feels like a drive alone through memories that live at every intersection. Every stoplight brings another recollection of the version of my life that had you in it. Every song on the radio, every single minute of driving time is haunted by your presence. Your absence is the loudest kind of lesson I have ever learned. Me, I'm more than still. I miss you every day and always will. Miss you every day, miss you every night. Every morning when I wake before the lights touch the curtains, you're the first thing on my mind. Miss you every day, the hardest kind of missing is the quiet kind that doesn't make a sound. Miss you every day, I'm still on this ground. Yeah, I kept the photograph we took at Celia's quinceañera, the one where you were laughing and the light was clearer than anything I'd seen in years before or since. It is sitting on my dresser and I look at it and wince, because the distance between then and now is something I still do not know how to cross, and nothing I have tried has closed the gap between the person that I was when you were here and where I've been since you went somewhere that I cannot follow. Every day is full but somehow hollow without you at the center of the ordinary. The way you were, the way you made the ordinary feel like something worth recording, worth the feeling of gratitude that came with every healing conversation we would have about the world. Miss you every day, mi vida, mi girl. Te extraño, every hour, every mile. Te extraño, haven't seen that smile in longer than I care to say. I miss you every scene. The last time that I saw you, we were standing at the gate of your mother's garden, and I was already late for something that I cannot now remember or explain. But I said I'll see you soon and waved goodbye again, like every other time, like nothing was the last, like the future was as solid as the past has always been for us, like certainty was real. I had no way of knowing what the next days would reveal, about the fragile architecture of the time that we get given and the way it all aligns, until it doesn't, until one goodbye is permanent and every other moment becomes an argument for paying more attention to the ones we love, for holding longer, for not being above the simple act of saying what we mean. Miss you every day, the most I've ever been. Miss you every day, miss you every night. Every morning when I wake before the lights touch the curtains, you're the first thing on my mind. Miss you every day, the hardest kind of missing is the quiet kind that doesn't make a sound. Miss you every day, I'm still on this ground. Te extraño, every hour, every mile. Te extraño, haven't seen that smile in longer than I can say. Miss you every single day. Still on this boulevard, still carrying your name, still driving the same streets. Nothing's the same. Miss you every day. Miss you every night. You were everything right. Yeah, yeah. We've been riding for the east side since before you knew the game. Every block from Whittier all the way to the name of every boulevard where we put the Lowriders down. East side royalty is how we hold this town. Not with violence, but with pride in who we are. Every chrome wire wheel and every candy painted car is a statement to the world that we are here to stay. East side royalty in everything we say, and everything we do, and everything we build. From the family on the corner to the block that's never still, because someone's always out there, always watching, always present. East side royalty, we give the body its crescent. Moon of dignity that shines above the streets. East side royalty, we never take defeats without coming back stronger, coming back with more. East side royalty, we know what we're for. Eastside royalty, crown this barrio with pride. Eastside royalty, we never step aside from who we are and where we came from in the name. Eastside royalty, we built this whole frame of reference for the culture and the way. Eastside royalty holds the boulevard today. The Eastside raised me when the world was turning hard. Every homie on the block became my bodyguard, not just for the physical but for the spiritual weight of growing up and figuring out your fate when the options that were offered were so narrow that we had to make our own wide path through the barrel. But whatever obstacles the city laid before us, the east side taught me to believe that nothing could ignore us. When we walked together, when we claimed the streets as ours, when we drove the boulevard beneath the stars of the east side sky that looked the same as everywhere, but felt like sacred ground because we can who put it there. Our grandparents, our parents, every generation. East side royalty is more than a declaration. It is a living practice in the daily choice. East side royalty, this is our voice. Eastside royalty, crown this barrio with pride. Eastside royalty, we never step aside from who we are and where we came from in the name. Eastside royalty, we built this whole frame of reference for the culture and the way. Eastside royalty holds the boulevard today. We came up in the era when the world was watching hard. Every step we took was measured every yard. The ground we covered on the east side meant something more than just geography. It was keeping score against the narrative they wrote about this place. Eastside royalty, wears it on their face with pride, not shame, with history, not apology. The east side is our palace and our mythology. Every story told on every porch at night, every argument about whose car was the most right, every cookout and every quinceañera. Eastside royalty, somos gente buena. We are good people in a misunderstood place. Eastside royalty, look at this beautiful face of the culture that we built with our own hands. Eastside royalty, this is where we stand. Ride for the east, ride for the street, ride for the street, ride for every homie that we'll never meet again, but carry in the blood and in the bone. East side royalty, we never ride alone. They told me where I came from was a place I should outgrow, but every time I left I felt the pull to go back to the east side where my grandmother still lives, where the corner store still knows your name and gives you credit on a hard week without a second thought. East side royalty is something that can't be bought, it's earned in every ordinary year of staying when it's hard and being present and being here for the block, for the people, for the culture that remains. The east side is my crown and in my veins. East side royalty, crown this barrio with pride. Eastside royalty, we never step aside from who we are and where we came from in the name. Eastside royalty, we built this whole frame of reference for the culture and the way. Eastside royalty holds the boulevard today. Eastside royalty, running through our blood. Eastside royalty, built on sweat and love. Crown the Barrio. We never go far. Eastside royalty, we never go far. Yeah, the river runs cold, where the willows bend low. They say she walks crying wherever the lost children go. I was raised on that legend, grew up in that fear. Now I'm standing on this concrete, and her voice fills my ear. La Llorona don't cry, she screams into the dark. She left her tears in the river, but she left us her heart. We carry a sorrow like a flame through the street. Every candle on the altar is a soul we couldn't keep. La Llorona don't cry, she became something more, a spirit of the Barrio guarding every door. So when the wind picks up and the night turns cold, remember the stories that the viejitas told. My abuela used to wake me when the moon was high. Said, mijo, if you hear her wailing, close your eyes. Don't look at the river, don't follow the sound. There are things in this world that will pull you down. I was 7 years old, running barefoot on the dirt. Didn't understand the lesson, but I felt the hurt. Now I'm grown with a chain and a cross on my chest, and I'm thinking about the spirits that my people possess. We descended from warriors who bled on this land. La Llorona is the memory refused to erase. She's the sorrow of the conqueror, wearing grief on the face. I pour out a little water at the edge of the block for the ones who never made it past the hands of the clock. Para los que se fueron before the time came. We light candles in the window and we call out their name. La Llorona don't cry. She watches and waits, standing at the crossroads between love and fate. We were born into the legend, we were born into the pain. But every storm that rolls through here is followed by the rain. La Llorona don't cry. She guards what we lost. She walks the neighborhoods and pays the eternal cost. So I speak her name with honor, speak it proud and clear. La Llorona de mi barrio, ella siempre está aquí. Tia Rosa saw her once out by the old Ezekiel, a white dress in the dark and eyes full of centuries. A presence on that road brought the neighborhood relief, because grief is not the enemy when grief speaks the truth. La Llorona grieves for every generation, every youth. She grieves for the fathers locked behind iron bars. She grieves for the daughters reaching up for the stars. But we rise cardinals, we rise every dawn. We put flowers on the altar and we carry it on. La don't cry. She screams into the dark. She left her tears in the river, but she left us her heart. We carry her sorrow like a flame through the street. Every candle on the altar is a soul we couldn't keep. La Llorona don't cry. She became something more, a spirit of the Barrio guarding every door. So when the wind picks up and the night turns cold, remember the stories that the viejitas told. Now I'm older and the legend hits different today. Lost my cousin to the streets on an October Wednesday. Buried him in November with marigolds and prayer. And I swear I heard her crying somewhere out in the air. Not a cry of doom, but a cry of recognition. He's not lost in the river, he's free in the night. She carries him now where the spirits burn bright. She's not taking children, she's receiving them all. Take nothing for granted, ni una noche ni un día. La Llorona te recuerda, siempre ella guía. La Llorona don't cry. She watches and waits, standing at the crossroads between love and fate. We were born into the legend, we were born into the pain. But every storm that rolls through here is followed by the rain. La Llorona don't cry. She guards what we lost. She walks the neighborhoods and pays the eternal cost. So I speak her name with honor, speak it proud and clear. La Llorona de mi barrio, ella siempre está aquí. The river still runs cold, where the willows bend low. But now I understand the places the lost children go. They're not lost cardinals, they're just on the other side. Light your candle, place your marigold, say a prayer tonight. La Llorona, ella siempre llora por nosotros. Yeah. They say loyalty is dead. They say loyalty, yeah. They say loyalty. Yeah, they say loyalty is dead, but I beg to differ. Every scar on my forearm tells you I'm a survivor. I came up on the block where the code was everything. You don't snitch, you don't fold, you don't break the ring. We shook hands in the alley when we were 17. Made promises in the dark before we knew what they mean. And years went by and the block got harder to love. People moved, people died, people left for above. But the ones who stayed carnales, they held down the fort. Every day on the pavement was another report, filed in the memory of who we used to be. Back when the whole neighborhood was our family, I lost a few along the way, that's the honest truth. Some fell to the system and some fell to the proof that the streets don't care about nobody's youth. But I carry every single one of them in truth. This is the code we kept when nobody was watching. This is the bond we built when the world kept clocking. We didn't need a contract, we just needed trust. Ride for your car, now let's return to dust. The code we kept through the fire and the rain. The code we kept through the loss and the pain. Nobody taught it to us, we learned it in the street. The code we kept, and the code runs deep. My homeboy did 6 years for something he didn't do. Took the way like a soldier, never pointed to you. I saw it happen, he saw it happen, everybody knew. But the code said stay quiet, so we saw it through. And when he walked out those gates in an October chill, I was there on the corner, I was there, and I will always be that soldier, standing firm on his side. Because when he needed me most, I never ran and never lied. That's what the code means. It means showing up, even when your pocket's empty and your luck runs up. We built this loyalty, brick by brick over years. Watered it with struggle, sealed it tight with tears. Hermanos de la calle, you don't buy what we have. It takes decades in the trenches just to earn half. The code we kept when nobody was watching. This is the bond we built when the world kept clocking. We didn't need a contract, we just needed trust. Ride for your car, knowledge it turned to dust. The code we kept through the fire and the rain. The code we kept through the loss and the pain. Nobody taught it to us, we learned it in the street. Yeah. The code we kept, and the code runs deep. Yeah. They glorify the lifestyle in their movies and their songs, but they never show the funerals or the decades that are long. They don't show the mothers weeping over caskets in June. They don't show the empty bedroom where a homeboy left too soon. I'm not glorifying nothing, I'm just speaking what I saw. Survival in the body without breaking every law is a miracle on its own. And the ones who made it through deserve more than the system ever offered me or you. But we built our own economy and trust and respect. We looked out for each other when the city turned its neck. Away from our community, away from our need, we planted loyalty in pavement, and we watched that loyalty seed grow into something beautiful. A network, a wall of people who remember that they answered every call. That's the code we kept, and the code will never sell. Ride or dying, just a phrase out here. It's every morning that you wake up in your face, show fear. Every moment that you chose your people over everything. Every sacrifice you made for your canales and your family ring. El Código, we don't break it, we don't fake it. If they ever come for one of us together, we face it. Brown and proud, standing loud in the heart of the street. The code we kept, the code we keep, the code's complete. I've seen fake loyalty crumble when the heat turns up. I've seen real loyalty stand when the world gives up. You feel it in your bones when somebody's riding for you. And I've been blessed to know that feeling more than once. Had brothers take the pressure off when I was against the wall. Flag broke and they showed up without a cost, no questions asked, no calculation made, just loyalty in action. That's that never fade, because the code is reciprocal. You get what you give, and the richest man in the Barrio is the one who lives by the principle of brotherhood. Por la familia y más. The code we kept desde el principio hasta el final. This is the code we kept when nobody was watching. This is the bond we built when the world kept clocking. We didn't need a contract, we just needed trust. Ride for your car, knowledge it turned to dust. The code we kept through the fire and the rain. The code we kept through the loss and the pain. Nobody taught it to us, we learned it in the street. The code we kept, and the code runs deep. The code we kept for the ones who are gone. The code we kept, the reason we're still holding on. Every handshake in the alley, every night across the yard. Every promise made in darkness when the times were hard. Hermanos, Bernales, familia, la raza. The code we kept, alive from the street to the plaza. I found an I found an old photograph behind the dresser drawer. You and me on the porch, like we had something more than all the arguments and silence and the years between. I found an old photograph of us when we were clean, before the world came crashing down on everything we made. I'm holding this photograph like it can bring you back, tracing every line of your face through the fading. I remember that Sunday, it was summer in the yard. Abuela made tamales and we laughed so hard. You had that blue dress on with the flowers on the hem, and Papa took the picture right before the mayhem of the teenage years kicked in and everything changed. You in North, I stayed South. We grew into different people, but we started at the same altar underneath the same steeple. You were the one who held my hand when the casket closed. You were the one who stayed up late when everybody dozed off to sleep and I was crying in the living room chair. You sat beside me in the dark and I could feel you there. No words needed, just presence, just the warmth of a sister. In a world that can be cold, God, I miss her. Some things live forever in a photograph, in a frozen moment, holding back the aftermath of all the ways that life can pull us somewhere new. This photograph is how I always picture you. Some things live forever in a photograph, the joy we had before we learned the other half, for what it means to carry everything alone. Some things live forever, even when they My father kept the photograph inside his billfold of my mother when she was young, before the stories got old. He showed it to me once, sitting on the front step, said, "Mijo, this is who she was before she wept." Because life can change a person, time can wear a face, but the love inside the photo never loses its grace. I understood him better after I found mine. That Sunday summer picture crystallizing time, the way your moment captures something words can't hold. A truth too large for language, too specific to be told. The laugh lines of my sister at a still unbroken age, before the bills, the distance, the divorces and the grief. A photograph is evidence that joy was once the chief. I found an old photograph behind the dresser drawer, you and me on the porch, like we had something more than all the arguments and silence in the years between. I found an old photograph of us when we were clean, before the world came crashing down on everything we made. I'm holding this photograph like it can bring you back, tracing every line of your face. So now I keep my photographs in the box under the bed, every face that shaped my story, every word that they said. My daughter asked me once who all these people are. I told her these are where you came from, every near and far branch of your family tree that grew from the same ground. She held each photograph carefully like something sacred, and I watched her trace the faces of the ones who wept and laughed and loved and struggled long before she came. She said, "Daddy, we all look related." I said, "That's the game, that's the beauty, that's the point. You come from something deep, a river of brown faces that no photograph can keep entirely, but tries anyway, one frozen frame at a time." Some things live forever in a photograph, in a frozen moment, holding back the aftermath of all the ways that life can pull us somewhere new. This photograph is how I always picture you. Some things live forever in a photograph, the joy we had before we learned the other half of what it means to carry everything alone. Some things live forever, even when they're gone. Someday my daughter's daughter will find a drawer and pull out photographs she's never seen before, and she'll see me young and laughing like I hadn't learned the way. Una foto, un recuerdo que nunca lo pierdo. Yeah. Every 1st of November, I pull out the old bottle, the one we used to share before the highway throttle took you away from us on a Saturday at dusk. Now I pour a glass beside your photo in the husk of the candle you always kept burning by the door. Whiskey and marigolds, that's what November's for. Whiskey and marigolds on the altar tonight, for every soul who left too soon before the light, caught up with everything they had left to do. Whiskey and marigolds, this glass is for you. Yeah. The orange petals guide you back across the veil. Oh, we keep your photos lit so you won't lose whiskey and marigolds. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, we built the altar like you taught us, layer by layer. First the tablecloth, then the photos, then the prayer. Your favorite foods arranged like a welcome home feast. Your coffee mug, your rosary, your face pointing east. Or the dawn you always loved at 5 in the morning. You'd sit on the porch watching the sky rise from black to gold. That graceful quiet habit, it never gets old. I never told you then how much I love those mornings. So you rose, and now you come back once a year. And I pour the whiskey out and I say I'm glad you're here. Raise the glass for the ones who couldn't stay, who left their laughter echoing down the hallway, who live now in the marigold and in the candle flame, who hear us when we call them, who still answer to their name. This is died and muertos, this is older than our grief. A ceremony ancient as the corner of belief. That love doesn't end at the border of the breath. Whiskey and marigolds, we celebrate the death. My Theo showed me how to make the altar right. He said every item carries meaning overnight. The water for their thirst after the long journey home. The salt to purify the passage through the unknown. The bread because the dead remember being hungry. The copal smoke rising through the sacred night air between this world and the next. The sacred and the rare. I'm not religious in the church on Sunday sense, but the ceremony fills me with the reverence and intense. Because it's honest, it says yes, the ones we love are gone. And yes, it tears are holding us, and yes, life still goes on. We set a plate for those who left, we keep a door not quite closed. Whiskey and marigolds is what the ancestors chose. Whiskey and marigolds on the altar tonight, for every soul who left too soon before the light. Caught up with everything they had left to do. Whiskey and marigolds, this glass is for you. The orange petals guide you back across the veil. We keep your photos lit so you won't lose the trail. Come sit beside us for a night before you go. Whiskey and marigolds, yeah, you already know. I'm getting older now, and I look in the mirror and I see my father's face getting clearer and clearer. Just the shape of someone trying to be worthy of the ancestors who walked these roads before me. So I pour the whiskey out for those I never met, the ones who crossed the desert with no safety net. Just the sun and the dirt and the destination north. Past all the hurt, I pour to honor their worth. Because remembering the dead is how we stay alive. Whiskey and marigolds, that's how the Barrio survived. Raise a glass for the ones who couldn't stay, who left the laughter echoing down the hallway, who live now in the marigold and in the candle flame, who hear us when we call them, who still answer to their name. This is died and muertos, this is older than our grief. A ceremony ancient as the corner of belief. That love doesn't end at the border of the breath. Whiskey and marigolds, we celebrate the death. Tonight I sit beside your photo in the glow of the marigold and candle and the whiskey's amber flow. I'll tell you that we doing alright. Not perfect but okay, that we carry you inside us every single day. Hasta pronto, nos vemos. Yeah. 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 Brown Pride Nation, yeah, listen. Brown Pride Nation, I'm standing in the center of my lineage. Brown skin, brown eyes, and a spirit that's indigenous. From the valley to the valley, from the border to the bay, from the fields to the freeways where we hustle every day. My people built the railroads and the vineyards and the schools, while the system tried to bury us beneath their golden rules. But we emerge, we always do. The cactus in the stone, 500 years of pressure, and we still call this home. My grandmother came over with the children in a dream, a plastic bag of photographs and nothing in between, but the faith in her determination and the will to survive. And today her grandchildren are standing here alive, educated, motivated, running businesses and trades, architects and doctors and musicians and brigades of artists painting murals on the walls of our barrio. Brown Pride Nation, with the ones who run the show. Brown Pride Nation, say it loud, say it clear. Brown Pride Nation, we've been building it here, from the mountains to the desert to the ocean to the street. Brown Pride Nation, we don't know defeat. Brown Pride Nation, stand up, hold it high. Brown Pride Nation, we ain't here to die, we here to live and flourish in the land we always knew. Brown Pride Nation. This one's dedicated to you. They tried to ban our language in the schools we attended. They tried to make us ashamed of the culture that extended back to civilizations that were great before the ships came, carrying the conquest on the edge of iron tips. But you can't colonize a spirit, you can wound but not erase. The songs, the food, the ceremonies written on our face. Every trait we carry is a lesson in the teacher that says you come from somewhere vast and old, somewhere full of mathematics, astronomy and gold, a philosophy and medicine, and cities on the water that made the whole world stop and wonder. What kind of people built this? What kind of mind conceived this architecture, this precision? This is what I believe was stolen but not lost because it lives in us today. Brown Pride Nation, nobody takes that away. Brown Pride Nation. Say it loud, say it clear. Brown Pride Nation. We've been building it here. From the mountains to the desert, to the ocean, to the street. Brown Pride Nation. We don't know defeat. Brown Pride Nation. Stand up, hold it high. Brown Pride Nation. We ain't here to die. We're here to live and flourish in the land we always knew. Brown Pride Nation. This one's dedicated to you. I'm proud of every scar that my community carries. I'm proud of the farm workers who got up before dawn, who stood in fields of struggle so the movement could be born. I'm proud of the young people in their caps and their gowns who carried every generation's hope out of their towns. I'm proud of the veterans who served this complicated land and came home to a neighborhood that didn't understand the trauma that they carried. They carried it with grace. Brown Pride Nation is the pride of every face, every shade of brown from copper to the deepest earth. Brown Pride Nation, that's been our inheritance since birth. La raza, we move together, la raza. We've outlasted every weather, every storm, every drought, every season of the pain. La raza, we keep rising like the rain. Brown and proud and unafraid in the morning sun. Brown and proud, the fight is not over, it's not done, but we're building something every day in the cracks in the clay. Brown Pride Nation, we're here and we're gonna stay. Now I look at my daughter and I see the whole history of every ancestor who struggled so that she could be free to walk into any room with her head held like a queen, to speak her mind in both the languages and everything between. I want her to know where she comes from, want her to know it deep, not as a burden but as treasure that is hers to keep. The recipes, the remedies, the rituals and the rhymes, the knowledge that got smuggled through the colonizing times, hidden in the herbs, hidden in the harvest songs, hidden in the way we always knew where we belong, and we belong here. The soil knows our footsteps, our sweat, our blood, our tears at every crossroads. Brown Pride Nation, it's not a call to arms, it's a call to love yourself like the universe loves you from above. Brown Pride Nation, that's the crown that we bequeath. Brown Pride Nation, say it loud, say it clear. Brown Pride Nation, we've been building it here. From the mountains to the desert, to the ocean, to the street. Brown Pride Nation, we don't know defeat. Brown Pride Nation, stand up, hold it high. Brown Pride Nation, we ain't here to die. We're here to live and flourish in the land we always knew. Brown Pride Nation, this one's dedicated to you. Brown Pride Nation, rising with the sun. Brown Pride Nation, what we started can't be undone. Brown Pride Nation, every generation adding to the legacy we hold. Brown Pride Nation, nuestro orgullo no se va. There are things I should have said 1,000 times before, things that sat inside my chest beside a locked and rusted door. Now the night is getting longer and the morning's closing in, and I need to speak before the silence swallows everything. Before I go, I want you to know that everything I am started with you. Before I go, I want the record to show every word I never said, I meant them true. I should've said it loud, I should've said it every day, but instead I let the busy keep the important words away. Before I go, I'm laying down these words for you. We met in September when the light went gold on everything. You wet paint on your fingers from the mural. You were finishing on the side of the bakery where your Tia worked late nights, and I stopped my car and stared because you caught all the light. You didn't notice me at first. You were somewhere in the art, in a place that only painters go when they're inside their heart. But I waited until the last stroke dried, and I said something foolish because I was terrified of the feeling in my chest that I didn't have words for then. Something between the rival and the memory of when the world was new and nothing I've been broken yet. Something worth every risk, something I never forget. 17 years later, standing here with gray in my hair. I go back to that September corner, I swear. Before I go, I need you to know the details of the love I couldn't always show. It was there in every morning that I watched you sleep. It was there in every promise that I tried to keep. Before I go, I wanna fill the silence with the things I didn't dare to say out loud, because I feared I'd sound too soft. Before I go, I've loved you since the beginning and I haven't stopped. Before you go, I need you to know that I felt every moment that you tried to show. The love you carry quiet like a stone in your hand. I could feel the weight of it even when I didn't understand. You think I didn't see the way you watched me in the yard, the way you sit beside me when everything was hard. You didn't need the words, I heard you anyway. In the coffee left beside me every single day. In the way you stayed up late whenever I had fear. You were always the still water pulling back the tide. So before you go, me and more, I want you to know everything you gave me, every single thing was felt before you go. You gave me your best. Before I go, I want you to know the details of the love I couldn't always show. It was there in every morning that I watched you sleep. It was there in every promise that I tried to keep. Before I go, I wanna fill the silence with the things I didn't dare to say out loud, because I feared I'd sound too soft. Before I go, I've loved you since the beginning and I've been thinking about the fathers who never said I love you until the hospital room made the answer breakthrough. I swore I wouldn't be, that's why I speak the love out clear. And some days I was better and some days I was fear, wearing the costume of a man who had it together, but you saw through every layer, you always did. You catch me in the kitchen quiet where I try to hide, and you stand behind me, just kept me on the ground. That's what I mean. You were the anchor, you were the calm in every storm, you were the wonder. Before I go, I need you to know the details of the love I couldn't always show. It was there in every morning that I watched you sleep. It was there in every promise that I tried to keep. Before I go, I wanna fill the silence with the things I didn't dare to say out loud, because I feared I'd sound too soft. Before I go, I've loved you since the beginning and I haven't stopped. I'm not going anywhere tonight. This isn't that kind of song. I'm just saying all the things I kept inside too long. Te quiero más que ayer, más que los años que han pasado. Before I go anywhere, quiero que sepas que te he amado. Before I go, I love you, now and always.
The saints we know don't live in cathedral glass. They live in the corner store, and they live in the past of the neighborhood, in the grandmother's hands, in the callous palms of the men who work the lands. Every barrio has its own constellation of holy. Yeah, Saint Mary of the Tamale, she made enough for every table. Her casa was the kitchen and her heart was more than able to absorb the sorrows of the block and still produce enough warmth and enough masa and enough juice, spirit, for the whole street to feel fed. That woman was a miracle, she's gone now but not dead. Her recipe lives in every home on this block. Every daughter learned from her, she's still ticking like a clock. Saint Ernesto was the auto shop, his hands were always black, from the grease that kept the neighborhoods or cars on track. He never sent a mother home without the car repaired. Even when she couldn't pay, he never said he cared. He just fixed it and waved off the debt with the look that said we're people. That's the only rule in the book.
All the saints we know wear work clothes and brown skin. All the saints we know have been where we have been. They didn't part the waters or walk on any sea. They just love the people. That's the only testimony. All the saints we know are buried on this block, the heartbeat of the barrio, the ones who held the line. All the saints we know, every ordinary shrine.
I think about the teacher at the elementary school who stayed past 4 o'clock to be the reading tool for every kid whose parents parents worked the double shift. She gave us books and time and that enormous gift of believing we were capable of something more. She opened every mind like she was opening the door to a library that stretched from here to everywhere. And she planted in our chest a seed of I can dare. That woman was a saint without the official seal, and the coach who gave us Saturdays and never asked for recognition, just to see us rise unmasked from whatever the world tried to put upon our shoulders. He made us feel like champions before we got older. All the saints we know are never officially recorded. For every quiet saint who held the neighborhood together, who showed up in the hardest and the worst of every weather, who cooked and prayed and worked and gave and never kept a score. This song is yours, this verse is yours, this gratitude and more. Los santos que conocemos, they're the fabric and the thread, the ones who kept the living going and who mourn the dead. All the saints we know, we carry them inside. My father was a saint in his imperfect, broken way. He had his demons, but the love he gave us stay. A love that been through everything, a love designed to last. He worked the graveyard shift for 20 years straight while I slept through school mornings and complained I can't. He never once complained about the sacrifice. He just worked and sustained us, paid every price. Every time I'm tired and the weight begins to crush, I think of him at 4 a.m. in the pre-dawn hush, driving through the dark to get us what we need. That's the kind of love that plants the sanctifying seed. We don't need the Vatican to tell us who is holy. We know our saints by name, they're the ones who held us solely. All the saints we know wear work clothes and brown skin. All the saints we know have been where we have been. They didn't part the waters or walk on any sea. They just love the people. That's the only testimony. All the saints we know are buried on this block, the heartbeat of the Barrio, the ones who held the line. All the saints we know, every ordinary shrine. So I light a candle, not for a figure in the book, but for everyone on this block who gave before they took. For everyone who stayed when leaving would have been easier. All the saints we know, they're everywhere. In the soup that's always ready, in the door that's always wide. All the saints we know, los santos que conocemos, los llevamos en el corazón. All the saints we know, they never really gone. Dark 30. Know exactly what you mean. Dark 30, when the neighborhood holds its breath. That hour between midnight and the border of death, when the streetlights flicker like they're deciding to give up, and the only sounds are distant sirens and a dog in the truck rolling slow past the house, no headlights on the night. Every shadow on the wall is either wrong or right, and you're trying to read the difference from the inside, pressed against the wall like the darkness has to decide what it wants, what it takes, what it leaves, when it goes. Dark 30 in the body ain't just a time on the clock, it's a state of mind that settles on the whole city block, when the children are asleep and the elders close their eyes, and the ones who move at midnight move beneath the moonrise. Dark 30, when the city goes quiet and cold. Dark 30, dark 30, when the stories can't be told. In the light, they need the shadow to be real. Dark 30, dark 30, when the only truth is what you feel. Dark 30, when the mask comes off at last. Dark 30, living fast and not running the past. When you close your eyes and every angel looks like a threat. Dark 30, the hour I will never forget. I was 17 the first time I learned what dark 30 meant. Not the hour, the condition when the innocent get bent into something the circumstance made it them overnight. When the options narrowed down to everything feeling like fight and fight. It seemed the only language anyone could hear in a world that couldn't see us unless we lived in fear. I became to something for a minute there. Wore the darkness like a hoodie, wore it everywhere, until I looked into the mirror of a consequence that showed me what the road ahead would cost. The evidence was written clear on faces that I watched go down before, and I pulled back from the edge, but I remember the floor. With dark 30, what it smells like, the metallic taste, the cold anxiety of every compass pointing waste. Dark 30 is the moment that you swallow down the doubt. Dark 30, when the city goes quiet and cold. Dark 30, dark 30, when the stories
stories can't be told. In the light, they need the shadow to be real.
Dark 30.
When the only truth is what you feel.
Dark 30.
When the mask comes off at last.
Dark 30.
Living fast and not running the past. When you close your eyes and every angel looks like a threat.
Dark 30.
The hour I will never forget.
Now I see the young ones moving through that same hour, and I want to give them something like power. Over the darkness, wanna say it's not the only road. There were other ways to carry what feels like an unbearable load. I sat with the grief of it, the friends I watched go under. The ones who ended dark 30 and got swallowed by its thunder. I light a candle for each one, pocket they were more than this. More than the hour that defined them, more than the abyss.
This is Dark 30 speaking. I've lived inside your walls. I know the pull you had, the gravity, the weight.
But I survived you, I came through the other side. I learned to use the darkness as a lantern, not to hide him, but to see, to navigate, to understand the night. Dark 30 taught me what I needed to become the light. La medianoche, when the soul decides to shape. Dark 30, when you plan your survival or your escape. I'm speaking to the version of myself at 17, standing in the dark between the places in between. The daughter you'll have someday who laughs like summer rain. The mornings when the coffee hits and washes off the pain. The moments when the music that you make will reach your soul. Somewhere in the world that needed someone to console. In the dark 30, when the shadows gather round them, all of that is waiting past the hour and the fears they fight through. The dawn is closer than it appears. We're not defined by a dark 30, we're defined by the choice we make when darkness is the only thing that has a voice. And we choose to speak anyway, to sing into the void, to make something beautiful from everything destroyed.
Dark 30.
That's where diamonds are compressed, de la historia que continúa, que la vida sigue igual.
Dark 30
is the beginning,
not the end of it all.
Dark 30.
When the city goes quiet and cold.
Dark 30. Dark 30.
When the stories can't be told. In the light, they need the shadow to be real.
Dark 30.
When the only truth is what you feel.
Dark 30.
When the mask comes off at last.
Dark 30.
Living fast and not running the past. When you close your eyes and every angel looks like a threat.
Dark 30.
The hour I will never forget.
And when the dark 30 lifts, and it always lifts at last, and the Barrio wakes up, and the night becomes the past.
Dark 30.
We survived you, and we'll survive again. Round, proud, standing.
Even after all we've seen.
Dark 30.
We know exactly what you mean.
There is a weight we carry that nobody names. It lives in the body, and it lives in the lanes. Passed down without ceremony through the years. But we carry the inheritance of tears, enjoying everything between the full weight of being who we are in this estate. We inherited by birth, by block, by name. What we carry, nothing is the same. What we carry is heavier than stone, but lighter when we don't carry it alone. What we carry is the history of this place. What we carry lives on every face of the family at the table on Sunday afternoon. What we carry is the melody and the tune of every generation that came through. What we carry, I carry it for you.
I carry my grandfather's way of walking slow through the neighborhood as if he owned the whole of the boulevard. Not with arrogance, but with belonging. The way a person walks who has been longing for nothing, because they have arrived at home. My grandfather walked like a man who never roamed from his own center, never been displaced by anything the world had ever placed in front of him. His obstacle a test. My grandfather passed the walk and left the rest to me to carry, to adapt, to make my own. What we carry is the way we are at home, in our own skin, in our own street, in our own time. My grandfather's walk is in this walk, in mine and his father's, and the one before that too. What we carry connects me back to you.
What we carry is not a burden if we know. It's also wings, it's also what lets us grow into something more than what we started as. What we carry is the music and the jazz of a culture that has never stopped creating, even under pressure, even while waiting for a world to recognize what it has always been. What we carry, what we've always been.
I carry
my grandmother's recipe by heart. Not written down, just memorized in every part of my hand. That knows how much of everything without measuring. That knows the offering is right when the smell fills the whole house. My grandmother's recipe is in this house I keep inside me, the house of memory, where everything she taught me lives in me. The way she seasoned and the way she prayed, the way she moved between the prayer and trade of everyday life, as if there were no line between the sacred and the ordinary. Fine details of cooking and the loving and of care. My grandmother is in every meal I share. What we carry is the recipe of love. What we carry, gift from those above. What we carry is heavier than stone, but lighter when we don't carry it alone. What we carry is the history of this place. What we carry lives on every face of the family at the table on Sunday afternoon. What we carry is the melody and the tune of every generation that came through. What we carry, I carry it for. What we carry, we will pass down, and I'll turn to the ones who come behind us, who will learn the walk and learn the recipe and find their own way of carrying what's been designed by generations into who they are. What we carry travels near and far, across the years and distances and change. What we carry stays within our range of recognition, stays familiar even when the context is completely different. When the neighborhood itself has shifted and the street looks different. What we carry is the beat that plays beneath the surface of our days. What we carry is the family's ways of being in a world with dignity. What we carry is the best of what I'll be. What we carry's not a burden if we know. It's also wings, it's also what lets us grow into something more than what we started as. What we carry is the music and the jazz of a culture that has never stopped creating, even under pressure, even while waiting for a world to recognize what it has always been. What we carry, what we've always been. What we carry lives in us. What we carry, worth the trust of every generation that passed it on. What we carry is never gone. Yeah, nuestro Boulevard. Yeah, midnight on the Boulevard, and the streets are alive with the lights of 1,000 stores that never dive. In the darkness, the Boulevard keeps its own kind of day. Even when the sun is gone, the block knows how to play its own music. Cars rolling by with bass that shakes the windows of the apartments where the city makes its home. And everybody who stays up late, midnight on the Boulevard was never made to wait for daylight. It exists beyond the sun's permission. This block has its own light, its own vision of what a night can hold when people are free. Midnight on the Boulevard is what I see when I close my eyes and think about home. The Boulevard at midnight when I roam. Midnight on the Boulevard, everybody's out. Midnight on the Boulevard, that's what it's about. Midnight and the city doesn't sleep. Midnight and the people keep it deep. Midnight on the Boulevard, cars and lights. Midnight on the Boulevard, this is our nights. Our Boulevard, our midnight, our own sound. Midnight on the Boulevard, we hold it down. El barrio de noche se viste de oro. Las luces del Boulevard las sueño y las lloro, because they're beautiful and cruel in the same breath. The Boulevard at midnight knows no rest from its own nature. It was built to keep moving. Every car that passes is a life improving, or struggling or searching or just riding out the night until the night runs out. Of places it can go when daylight takes over, but until then this Boulevard is still in clover, with all the night people who call it their own. Midnight on the Boulevard, we're never alone. On the Boulevard, everybody's out. Midnight on the Boulevard, that's what it's about. Midnight and the city doesn't sleep. Midnight and the people keep it deep. Midnight on the Boulevard, cars and lights. Midnight on the Boulevard, this is our nights. Our Boulevard, our midnight, our own sound. Midnight on the Boulevard, we hold it down. It's 30 years of midnights on this Boulevard.
30 years of the same lights, and it's still hard not to stop and look at it like it's new. Like I haven't walked this block 1,000 times through. Every midnight until the street knew my stride, and my stride knew the street, and we walked side by side through all the versions the boulevard has been, all the midnights and the things I've seen. The boulevard remembers everybody who ever walked. It keeps the stories in the pavement where we talked and laughed and fight and loved and lived and cried. Midnight on the boulevard where all of it resides.
La noche es nuestra, la calle es nuestra.
The boulevard at midnight is our feature.
Nuestro boulevard, nuestra noche.
Our block, our light, our store. Midnight on the boulevard is not for everybody. There are people who would see it and misread it as shoddy or dangerous or low or any number of words that mean they don't know how to read what they've heard. Because this boulevard at midnight is a living thing. It breathes and moves and listens and sings its own song in the frequency that only we can hear. Midnight on the boulevard, year after year. We are the boulevard, and the boulevard is us. The midnight belongs to those who never fuss. The right to stand on it and claim it as their own. Midnight on the boulevard is home. Everybody's out. Midnight on the boulevard, that's what it's about. Midnight and the city doesn't sleep. Midnight and the people keep it deep. Midnight on the boulevard, cars and lights. Midnight on the boulevard, this is our nights. Our boulevard, our midnight, our own sound. Midnight on the boulevard, we hold it down. Midnight on the boulevard, we never leave. Midnight on the boulevard, we never breathe. Without the dawn knowing, our night was real. Midnight on the boulevard, the deal is sealed.
Smoking slow is how the night begins. Smoking slow, let the music in. Smoking slow, your eyes are halfway closed. Smoking slow, everything decomposed into something easier, something night color. Smoking slow, let it go, let it cover everything the day left on our skin. Smoking slow, let the night begin.
Late night and the records are playing softly. A candle on the table and you look at me lawfully, like everything is right, like nothing could break the spell of this moment, the lateness of the wait. We keep together, smoke rising from the ashtray. The music goes around and round the old way of two people in the room when the world is sleeping, and the only thing that's real is what you're keeping in the space between us where the night lives.
Smoking slow,
it's how the heart gives itself permission to feel what it needs.
Smoking slow,
it's when your heart bleeds, the good kind of bleed, the kind that means you're alive.
Smoking slow,
it's how the lovers survive.
Smoking slow,
you and me in this night.
Smoking slow,
everything feels right.
Smoking slow,
let the candle burn.
Smoking slow,
waiting for our turn to feel this easy all the time, not just tonight.
Smoking slow,
when the moment is right.
Smoking slow,
I want this with you.
Smoking slow,
el amor es verdadero. La noche es larga y el amor lo llena. The music plays like a smooth serena. The city outside is still moving, we don't care. We're in our own bubble, our own air. The way your hair falls over your face in the light that the candle throws, red and yellow and white. The way you laugh at something only you remember, and pull me in slowly like the end of September, into the feeling of another year turning over. The seasons of loving you, I keep getting closer to understanding what love is supposed to be. Smoking slow, it's how you explained it to me.
Smoking slow, it's how the night begins. Smoking slow, smoking slow, let the music in. Smoking slow, your eyes are halfway closed. Smoking slow, smoking slow, everything decomposed into something easier, something night color. Smoking slow, let it go, let it cover everything the day left on our skin. Smoking slow, let the night.
I'm not
not a man of many words when it comes to love, but smoking slow puts me in the mood above my normal silences. Makes me wanna say everything I've been holding back all day. That I love the way you move and the way you stay calm when everything around you makes you sway. That I love the way you love me without asking, like you already know everything and you're not masking any part of what you feel. You let it all show.
Smoking slow,
I love you, you know.
smoking slow. You and me in this night, smoking slow. Everything feels right, smoking slow. Let the candle burn, smoking slow. Waiting for our turn to feel this easy all the time, not just tonight. Smoking slow, when the moment is right. Smoking slow, I want this with you. Smoking slow, el amor always true. Smoking slow, just you and me. Smoking slow, the way it should be.
La noche,
El amor, smoking slow.
always. She walks the same block her mother walks, and her mother's mother before the clock. Started keeping time on this part of town. The hija del barrio never backs down. Yeah, she was born into the struggle and she made it beautiful. Every scar on her story became a bridge most useful for crossing from the past into a future she carved with her own hands out of a life that she deserved. Not what was handed to her, but what she decided. She would create from the material available, not guided by anyone's permission. She walked into the room like she had every right to take up all the space. The bloom of each new generation looking like her, ready to make the next version of this story steady and strong and worthy of the barrio that made her. Hija del barrio, nothing can unchain her from the roots that make her who she is and will be. Hija del barrio, this is her story.
Hija del barrio,
She builds what they couldn't break
hija del barrio, she gives what she takes.
from the street and gives it back as something new.
Hija del barrio,
The barrio raised you,
hija del barrio,
nothing they can take
hija del barrio, every choice you make
is the next line of a story that never dies.
hija del barrio,
Me llaman la hija del barrio, sé, lo soy, yo soy de esta calle, de este calor. I am the daughter of each woman who stood here first, who raised their voices against the world at its worst. Y me enseñaron que la fuerza no es dureza, es saber que la tierra es mi riqueza. I am the daughter of the barrio and I wear it like crown, the kind that doesn't shine and go, but in the block I call down. My own belonging, my own lineage, my own pride. El barrio me dio vida, yo le doy al barrio mi vida.
hija del barrio,
She builds what they couldn't break
hija del barrio, she gives what she takes.
from the street and gives it back as something new.
Hija del barrio,
The barrio raised you,
hija del barrio,
nothing they can take
hija del barrio, every choice you make
is the next line of a story that never died.
hija del barrio,
Generation after generation, she has been there in every woman of the barrio who kept the air breathable in the home, livable in the block worth keeping, even when the world was taken and never given. She kept the family alive on the nothing that was left after the system took its cut. She worked from what she set aside in her own imagination of a better day and built it out of pure will and love and pray. She's the hiker of every barrio that ever existed in this country and beyond. She persisted when the odds were against her, when the doors were shut.
hija del barrio,
She never gave up.
hija del barrio,
You are the line
hija del barrio,
that doesn't bend, from the mothers before you to the daughters ahead.
hija del barrio. The story never ends. Homies to the end.
We came came up together on the same block. Learned the same lessons from the same clock. Ticking down on the same summer afternoons. We ran the same streets under the same moons. And we grew up different in the same. Different paths, but carrying the same name. Of this neighborhood, this Barrio, this address. That nobody gave us a choice about. The test was what you did with it. And we chose each other. The homies who became something like brothers when the family could not fill every space. The homies filled it, held the place of something you can count on and rely. The homies who were there, homies don't lie about the big things, don't pretend it's fine. When it isn't, homies hold the line. Homies to the end, that's what we are. Homies to the end, near and far. No matter where life takes us from this block. Homies to the end, we hold the line. And key to something permanent and real. Homies to the end, the way we feel for each other doesn't change with circumstance. Homies to the end, we share this dance. I seen a homie through the hardest things. The kind of heart that breaks or gives you wings. Depending on which way you fall through it. The homie fell and found his way through it. Because we held the rope from my side. The homie held the rope when I was inside my own hard season. Nobody knows how much you owe the ones who show up when the showing up costs something real. The homies know the difference between the feel of someone there for the good times only, and someone there when you are lonely. In the truest sense, when the night is long, the homies make the isolation gone. Not by solving it, but by being near. Homies to the end without the fear. Homies to the end, that's what we are. Homies to the end, near and far. No matter where life takes us from this block. Homies to the end, we hold the lock. And key to something permanent and real. Homies to the end, the way we feel for each other doesn't change with circumstance. Homies to the end, we share this dance. We made promises at 17 in the park. At night with the Lowrider in the dark. All around us in the future wide open. Promises that turned out not to be broken. The way the world said they would be. The way the world expected us to throw away what we built in the years before the adult machinery of life couldn't get a result out of us different from who we were. The homies kept the promise like a spur. They kept us honest when the easy thing was to become whatever the world would bring out of you if you let it. The homies said, remember who you are, remember where you bred from, remember the promises we made. Homies to the end, never afraid. Para los homies, past and present. Para los homies, every lesson we ever learned together on this block. Para los homies, we don't talk about replacing what we have, we built. The barrio is filled with the love that homies share. Para los homies, always there. The homie who was gone is still a homie. The bond between the living and the only memory of someone does not break. The homie who passed left behind a wake of all the promises they kept before. The homie who was gone is still the core of what we are. We carry them in how we show up for each other in the now of every day. The homie lives inside the way we treat each other. The homie's pride is in the ones who are still here and hold the things he valued. Let the love unfold into the next generation of this block. Homies to the end will never stop. Carrying the ones we lost inside the ones we have. Homies to the end, first and last. Homies to the end, that's what we are. Homies to the end, near and far. No matter where life takes us from this block. Homies to the end, we hold the lock. The key to something permanent and real. Homies to the end, the way we feel for each other doesn't change with circumstance. Homies to the end, we share this dance. Homies to the end, always and forever. Homies to the end, whatever the weather. From this barrio to wherever we go. Homies to the end, that's all I know. The streets are shallow when the roots go deep. The streets can take what the streets can keep, but the roots go down to somewhere else entirely. The streets are shallow and the roots are yearly. Growing deeper in the barrio ground, deep roots shallow streets, the sound of something that cannot be paved over. Deep roots, shallow streets not yet over. They repaved the boulevard 3 times in my life, each time covering something with the stripe for progress that erased the stories in the ground. Deep roots, shallow streets they pound. The asphalt down, but the roots go deeper still than any paving project, and always will, because the roots are not in the pavement. They're in the people who make the basement of this culture, from what they love and keep. The roots are in the memories that sleep inside the body of the barrios oldest. Residents who hold the coldest in the warmest histories of this place. Deep roots, shallow streets, the face of this neighborhood is surface only. Deep roots underneath, we're not lonely. Deep roots, shallow streets, that's where I'm from. Deep roots, shallow streets, that's where I come. From the surface of the asphalt to the earth below. Deep roots, shallow streets, this is what I know. The streets can change, but the roots hold on. Deep roots, shallow streets, nothing's gone that was ever truly rooted in this ground. Deep roots, shallow streets, the profound is always underneath the visible things. Deep roots, shallow streets, this is where it's in. My identity is not in what the street looks like now. My identity is in the who and the how of the people who have lived here, and their legacy. My identity is in the recipe of culture that took generations to develop. My identity is in the development of everything that is distinct in ours, not imported or designed by other powers, but grown from within, from the people's need to express themselves, to plant the seed of beauty in a place that beauty was not planned for. Deep roots, shallow streets, what we had more of than anything was the will to create, from limited materials to generate a culture that the world would eventually find. Deep roots, shallow streets, a powerful mind. Deep roots, shallow streets, that's where I'm from. Deep roots, shallow streets, that's where I come. From the surface of the asphalt to the earth below. Deep roots, shallow streets, this is what I know. The streets can change, but the roots hold on. Deep roots, shallow streets, nothing's gone that was ever truly rooted in this ground. Deep roots, shallow streets, the profound is always underneath the visible things. Deep roots, shallow streets, this is where it's in. When they talk about this neighborhood, they see the surface, the statistics, the debris of a system that was never meant for us. When I talk about this neighborhood, I discuss the beauty of the people and the art, the music that we make, and all the heart that goes into the ordinary Friday night. The deep roots that hold everything upright when the shallow streets get torn and paved and changed. The deep roots of the culture stay arranged in the order that we gave them, in the way we handed them from yesterday to today, and from today to all the days ahead. The deep roots live in the living and the dead. Raíces profundas, calles poco hondas. Raíces profundas, el tiempo no abandona. The shallow streets can change, but the roots hold tight. Raíces profundas, deep barrio pride. I want my children to know the depth before they know the surface. The streets will change and change, but the beats of culture that we carry stay in range. The streets are real, but the roots of the current that runs beneath and makes the streets make sense. Deep roots, shallow streets, the evidence is in the music, in the food, in the faith, and in the lowrider that was made from waste into beauty, which is the whole metaphor. Deep roots, shallow streets, Barrio is more than the streets suggest. The Barrio is the roots. Deep roots, shallow streets, the fruits of generations rooted in this ground. Deep roots, shallow streets, deep roots, the Barrio beats underneath everything. Deep roots, our song.
Every road I ever took came back to this, the gravel road that leads back to the bliss of knowing where you belong and who you are. The gravel road home, following my star. Gravel road home, that's where I'm headed. Gravel road home,
where it all started. Everything I needed was right here.
gravel road home,
Now it's perfectly clear that the wandering was beautiful but brief.
gravel road home,
I found relief in the familiar, in the known, in the name of this body. Nothing is the same as coming home to where you always were. I spent some years believing that the way was forward and away from where I lay my childhood down. That progress meant the distance from the barrio, that my insistence on returning was a kind of failure to achieve the distance that the world said I should leave my past behind the claim, but I kept being pulled back by what I had been seeing. And every place I went was a shadow of this block, the gravel road home. I couldn't stop dreaming about the smell of someone cooking on a Sunday, about the way you're looking at the boulevard from the porch, and everything you need is in your line of sight. The ring of the church bell and the lowrider passing. Gravel road home, the love everlasting.
gravel road home,
The ending is up beginning.
gravel road home,
After all the winning and the losing and the finding my way through.
gravel road home,
The only thing that's true is that the block I came from is the place where everything I am has found its grace.
gravel road home,
The album ends here,
gravel road home,
everything is clear in the Barrio light of a California evening. Gravel road home, done with the leaving. I brought back everything I learned away and laid it at the feet of this place today. Not as a returning hero, but a son who knows the gift he was given and what was done for him by the people on this block who held the world together while he dwelled in other places, learning other things. Gravel road home, everything that rings true was always here. The complicated and the simple and the celebrated and the mourn, the full spectrum of a life. The joy, the grind and daily work, the strife that makes the rest of it mean something more. Gravel road home, I know what I came for. Not to save it, it was never mine to save. Gravel road home, the body always brave enough without me, but I am not brave enough without
gravel
it.
road home,
That's where I'm headed,
gravel road home,
where it all started. Everything I needed was right here.
gravel road home,
Now it's perfectly clear that the wandering was beautiful but brief.
gravel road home,
I found relief in the familiar, in the known, in the name of this body. Nothing is the same as coming home to where you always were. The gravel road home is how I think about this whole album, from beginning to the end, back to the place that made these songs. My friend, the gravel road home is not a curse of limitation, but the gift, the ground beneath your feet. The gravel road home found me when I was lost and showed the direction, not back to childhood, but to the connection between who I am and where I came from. The gravel road home brought me wisdom that traveling alone could not provide. Gravel road home, the body always my guide when the day begins again and the block wakes up. The gravel road home fills my cup with the ordinary sacred of this place. Gravel saints of the body, full of grace.
gravel road home,
The ending is a beginning.
gravel road home,
After all the winning and the losing and the finding my way through.
gravel road
The
home,
only thing that's true is that the block I came from is the place where everything I am has found its grace.
gravel road home,
The album ends here,
gravel road home,
everything is clear in the barrio light of a California evening. Gravel road home, done with the leaving.
gravel road home,
This is where I end.
gravel road home,
Every corner and bend brought me back to this block.
gravel road home,
Nothing can stop the love I carry for this body of ground.
gravel road home,
I have been found.